for however long. I'm not sure, but we're live. So that means we can start the recording here. So the recording started. Welcome everybody to another episode of Spectrum Talk. How's everyone doing? Good? I can't hear you. Unless, I can't hear you, but I can see you chatting. If you're in the chat, because we of course are live streaming this. I'm doing this ever since last week. Because started with the video, then doing the live stream, and yada yada yada, and it worked out pretty well. And I've been streaming here and there in Call of Duty Warzone, just to test everything out, and because I'm kind of addicted to that game. And yeah, figured this works. I don't know, but that's the reason that the audio stuff is going to sound a little odd. Because just to make it easier on me, instead of having to edit the audio and put stuff in and yada yada yada, the music's going to be gone. Because I can't play the music to start off the podcast on Twitch. The reason being is because Twitch is trying to kill everyone. If there's even a hint of music in your videos, clips, or whatever, they will DMCA you. Even if you deleted all of your clips. Seriously. Even if you deleted all your clips, there are some clips that Twitch themselves have archived. And if they have music in them, you can still be DMCA'd. Why? I don't know. Also, if they're not informing you why or how, which clip, yada yada yada, of what you've done wrong, that's actually illegal. So it's going to be fun when this all shakes out and there's like a bunch of legal battles, because some of the streamers who are getting affected happen to have a lot of fucking money. I don't, but some do. So that would be really fun to see how this is going to work out. And I don't understand why they're doing it or what's happening. Like, in particular, like, I don't, who's putting pressure on them? It seemed, like, shit like this doesn't happen unless there's been some sort of pressure or initiative or whatever. Like, all the YouTube shit was started, mainly because PewDiePie is a piece of shit, and they reacted to it. Now, granted, he wasn't, what he did, the two big things that he did isn't even close to being the worst thing on YouTube. No. Still a piece of shit for doing those things. But, you know, there's a lot worse things on YouTube that were getting ad revenue and whatever. And they tried to claim that as it's like, well, we got Coke ads on ISIS videos. And I'm over here like, you know, I get the whole, we don't want Coke ads on ISIS videos because we don't want to make it look, I mean, because Coke doesn't want to give off the impression that they support ISIS. Because no shit. My question is your reaction to that was to just fuck everyone's livelihoods. Why not take down those videos? That would seem to be simpler. Also, for your it's like, well, you got to have like 1,000 watch hours, blah blah blah, and they made it even a higher standard to get ads and stuff on YouTube and make money off it. That doesn't stop ISIS. I don't know if you know this, they have a pretty strong following, and those videos get views and a lot of watch time. So I don't think your plan worked. But YouTube's stupid. I kind of trust Twitch to not be as stupid, but as we're finding out, that sucks. And I don't know what's causing it. Maybe Amazon's getting weird and put pressure on them. I don't think there's been any like lawsuits that I know of that would cause this. It got so bad that they got rid of Twitch Sings, and that to me makes it seem like this is something bigger. This is some kind of initiative. This isn't just something that was lying dormant and woke up and, oh, well, fuck, we gotta take all this shit down. You know, like they kind of claim. They always claim that. It's like, well, it's always been against the rules. And it's like, but you used to have a karaoke thing that you did. And it's like, well, it's gone now. It's like, all right, well, that tells me something bad's happened. I don't know what, but I think it's weird. I think it's really, really weird the way this is going on. Especially if people having their stuff taken down, their channels banned or whatever, when they don't have any clips on their channel, when they've taken everything down, it's something that Twitch has archived. What the fuck's going on there? Like, I just don't, I don't understand what's happening. It's really odd. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Twitch is doing. I hope this isn't the signs of, a downward spiral of sorts, because everybody who's on top eventually comes down to some level. Maybe they still got the popularity, but the what is it? How good shit is, it's not as good as it used to be. Kind of like YouTube. We're kind of only there because it's, well, where else are you gonna go? Or Twitter or Facebook. It's some things are so bad, but you still keep up with people through them. So you gotta put up with it. Except you don't. There are other ways, like Discord. But I get Discord's a lot harder for people to probably understand, get a good grasp on, right? Or some bullshit. I don't know. But your grandma just can click a friend request and they get it. It's delicious. Oh man, that one's bitter. Oh, that one's bitter. I don't know why that one's so bitter. Damn. Anyway. Drinking Modelo. I was actually going to start this off talking about McDonald's, but then I started thinking about Twitch and how fucked up shit is, and it just kind of went on from there. I'm very curious to see how this ends, if this ends at all, and I hope it does. I hope it comes to a head, because people need answers. And people are being banned for things that they didn't know were wrong. Things that go under fair use. They deserve to know why and have the ability to fight back and so on and so forth. And it's weird. It's really just strange. I don't get it. Because if you piss off your base and they leave, Twitch no longer has a platform. You can't make money if you don't have the people. Like, you don't want to piss off that base. So it seems weird that they're going about it in the way that they are. But it could be a call from on high, aka Amazon. That's what I'm guessing. Or maybe it's with they're integrating their algorithm or whatever with AWS, Amazon's weird cloud bullshit, and it's just really extreme. That's also possible. Either way, they need to pull back. Because they could hemorrhage money. And that's no good for anyone. And then YouTube might come back. But YouTube streaming is kind of bad. It works, but it used to be really good. It used to, and used to be able to go to the live streaming pages and see who was live at the time and everything. It used to have its own portal. And it worked. It worked well. And now it's confusing as hell. Well, it's like, is the person you follow or subscribe to, or are they live? Well, then you can watch them. But there's no like page I can go to, specifically like YouTube Gaming or whatever, like it used to be, to see it. There are still some features on YouTube that I actually do like, though they kind of turned into cons instead of pros afterward, because it was, at first it was like they allow you to set your own thumbnails, so you can get people interested off the thumbnail for a live show. That was a cool idea. The problem was what if you didn't have a thumbnail? You still need a thumbnail. And if you already put up a thumbnail before, it was going to put that old thumbnail up instead of what you're streaming now. And that sucked. And there was really no way to get rid of it except make a new thumbnail. And now that doesn't seem to be the issue anymore. So that's good. That's really good. But yeah, YouTube used to be better. And I liked Mixer. I thought it was just a little bit too hard to mess around with, but it was great on the viewer side. And now Mixer's dead, so. And the less said about Facebook gaming, the better, because it's awful. It's legitimately awful. I don't understand how to use it. It's weird to actually stream from it. I don't understand. Also, they're a bunch of liars, so your numbers might not be real. Because Facebook videos ended a bunch of YouTube channels and businesses are just gone because they lied. Inflated their numbers to get them to come over. And then turns out those numbers weren't real and they lost their entire businesses. Real shitty there, YouTube, but that's to be expected. YouTube does shitty things. Because Google forgot at some point in time how to just be good at making stuff. Google used to be good. And with this phone that I have, it's pretty good. It's also pretty cheap. Still has the best camera, but it's still pretty cheap. And I like that cheapness. That's a good idea. But still got some issues that shouldn't be there, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And it's not the best looking thing in the world. I don't mean because it's plain. I mean, you got this stupid camera dot that I absolutely loathe. But it's better than the last one, which was that giant notch. But I don't... Google used to be good at making stuff, and now they have no idea what the hell they're doing. Not a clue. Not a clue. Like, they don't know how to make anything work. And Stadia is out the door eventually. We know that, because who the hell is using Stadia? Nobody. Nobody's using Stadia. And why would you use Stadia when xCloud exists? xCloud's a better service. Like, one, it's not the only way to use the service. You could still play your games on your Xbox. You can still download them. You can still do whatever. But if you already own the games or have Game Pass or whatever, and you want to play them on your phone, or it's eventually going to also upgrade to console on the computer and whatever, but it's like, oh man, new game came out. I really want to see what it looks like. You pull out your phone, you can do that. Right now, not everything has touch controls, but there's controller support, so whatever. It's like, oh, okay, I want to check out this new game. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. I'll download it when I get home, or I'll just select download in the app if my Xbox has that functionality turned on. I don't think mine does. I'm not real sure. But Stadia is like, buy a $60 or $70 game, and it just exists with us, and hope the service stays around. And that's forgetting if the internet connectivity issues and all that other bullshit. You have to hope that the service stays around. Otherwise, all these things that you pay for could be gone. With Microsoft, it's Game Pass. So if you just do Game Pass, you don't really have to worry. It's a subscription fee. But the games that you can stream are also off your Xbox. I don't know if that's functionality yet. I know it's supposed to be. I haven't tested it off my Xbox yet. But I think that's live now. It's like you already own this game. You want to stream it, just like, want to grind. Just get that grinding done when you got some free time. Pull out your phone and do that shit. And then come home and play the real game. That works. And you don't have to worry about the game disappearing because you already own the fucking video game. It's magical. xCloud's better. And I don't know what the hell's going on Amazon Luna. Like, it's a subscription service, and it seems to have games on it, so it's a better model than whatever the fuck Stadia was doing. A much better model. But, I don't trust Amazon. And not because evil mega corporation. So is Microsoft. I don't trust Amazon because of that, too, but in terms of their games, what the hell have they put out? There was that game that got canceled after it got released. It got released, was bad, went back into beta, then got canceled. I've never seen that happen before. Some kind of weird... I don't know what the hell it was. I never played it. I just saw it was like, Amazon released a game, and like the article underneath it was like, and it's fucking terrible. It's like, oh, that's not good, because y'all been working on a game for like 12 years. That's where Double Helix went, I think. Yeah, it's Double Helix. Where the hell they been? Apparently doing nothing. So this Luna thing, I first heard about it, I thought they were going to have a console or some sort of bullshit. And then no. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. That seems weird. Better than Stadia, it seems. But even then, with all these, you got the whole internet connectivity, which not everybody has, or has the speed enough to actually use the damn thing. With xCloud, it's an add-on. So you can still play your games on your Xbox and all this other bullshit and yada yada. It's not the main selling point. Ooh. Damn. It's not the main selling point. But if you want to use it, it's there. That's the best possible scenario for this. And when it works incredibly well. It's worked better in Stadia, because I've used Stadia. It works better in Stadia. It's a lot more consistent and reliable than Stadia. And it's cheaper, and it's just better in every way. Go fucking figure. But, and I was impressed by the tests, because they did tests, and I thought it was incredible. What the hell? Why is my phone ringing? Okay. I don't know what that is. I thought it was incredible when they did the Assassin's Creed Odyssey test. But apparently that was not at all representative of what it was going to actually run like. So, you know, they duped us. I don't know what's happening at Google, but my same fear is with Amazon, because when it comes to gaming, they don't seem like they've showed that they've cared at all. And outside of Twitch, and even then, maybe it seems that some of the bad things that Twitch has been doing is because of Amazon. Because no shit. So I'm not really at all excited about Luna. And Stadia's dead. Stadia's absolutely dead. They keep saying it's not dead. It's as dead as Anthem. Nobody believes Anthem's alive. EA's like, no, we're still working on it. It's like, sure you are. I'm sure you are. That game is dead. That game is dead. That game is so dead, and even if it wasn't, no one's gonna play that fucking game. The name is basically cursed. Like, what? Who's gonna play that game? Nobody. I don't know. It's like if they made Anthem 2, it's like no one's gonna fucking play that. Lips itching. It's like no one's gonna play that. It's got the Anthem name on it, and people remember, man, the first time I played Anthem, it was terrible. So I'm probably not gonna play Anthem 2. You know. Got that Mass Effect collection coming out though, spring of 2021, which, really? I can't tell what that means. Like, usually you would think if they're taking a lot of time on it, that means that they're putting hard work and hard into it. But this is EA. So I don't buy any of that bullshit. And apparently they have had to severely rework Mass Effect 1, because it was a lot rougher in the supposed to be a remaster than what it's supposed to be a lot. I lost train of thought. It's supposed to be a lot. What am I trying to say here? It's a lot rougher than the 2 and 3. So redoing it is an issue. So it's like... So... Hold on. I'm gonna take a drink, get my thoughts together. I don't know what's happening. Alright. So Mass Effect 2 and 3 were apparently a hell of a lot easier to, like, make look good, have the frame rate run better, and next gen it up. Which I guess is not really next gen, because I'm pretty sure this is coming to the Switch. Mass Effect 1, they went back and were like, holy shit, this game is old. This does not play well. This doesn't feel as good. Now, granted, I never had a problem with the first Mass Effect except for the Mako. So I'm not confused, because in Final Fantasy VII, they call it Mako now, which is... the fuck? Anyway, except for that stupid truck sequence. It's awful. I was able to, get it down and make that thing work exactly how I wanted to, but it still didn't feel great. And there's just kind of a lot of emptiness in Mass Effect 1. 2 was great, and I actually think 3 is the best of the series right up until the end. And I didn't mind the ending. I kind of wish they would have stuck to their guns a little bit and had the balls to just be like, nope, you failed. This is how it ends. Because even though technically that's what Assassin's Creed 3 did, Assassin's Creed 3 fucked it up and made it terrible. Mass Effect had the ability to be like, all things come to an end and kind of make it poignant. Whereas Assassin's Creed didn't do that at all and just kind of took the choice out of your hand, and he picked the absolute wrong choice, and it seemed stupid because it's like, this bitch is lying to you. It just, I don't know. Assassin's Creed 3 I love, but the ending's terrible. Mass Effect 3, same thing. Ending's awful. Well, I don't think it's awful. I think it was botched. The new ending didn't really help. And I wonder if this remaster is actually going to help it. If they're going to change a little bit about the ending, because it's going to have all DLC and everything. But they've said that they were working on Mass Effect 1 to make it look better, and it might be something more akin to a remake instead of a remaster. So they might have to go in and actually remake that damn game to make it feel better. But with 3, I'm wondering if they are going to mess with the ending a little bit. Because why the hell not? If we're spending this much time on it, might as well just to expand upon it a little bit and make it a little less vague. Because I think that was the problem with the ending, is how vague it was. It's like, did we lose? Did we win? Did nothing happen? Are we dead? What do these different colors mean? And it was very vague, and it's like, and this is the end of the series. It's like, what the fuck? What? That's what pissed me off more than anything, was like, this is the end? If it was straight up, you lost. We are inevitable. You can't win. And it was, I'm going to try in spite of it, and lose anyway. That could have been powerful. But the fact that it kind of does that and is like, maybe not. And it's like, what the fuck does this mean? So that was an issue. But regardless of that, it's coming out spring 2021, but it was supposed to come out this year, but they were like having to rework the first one. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a pushback. Now, granted, we are in the middle of a pandemic, but still, they must be rebuilding that thing from the ground up. Which I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm probably going to get like the worst version of it and play it on the Switch, because of course I am. If they ever put it on the Switch. And EA kind of hates the Switch, so for whatever reason, because I guess they hate making money. And Swift Killer, I see that you love Mass Effect. Yes, most people do. They should. It's great. Except for Andromeda. It sucks. God, I played like 4 hours of Andromeda, and I was like, nope. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Because it like broke 5 times, and I was like, I'll never find out if the story's good or not, because this game isn't finished, and I never went back to it. And you really have to break for me to not press on. Because I'll press on through some bullshit. I'll press on. I pressed on through all of Avengers, and I enjoyed it. If that game was finished, it would be a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. But it is not finished, so I see why there's like a lot of 6s. Because it's broken as hell. It's not finished. And I hear that it didn't do too well. It didn't sell well. Which is very sad, because now probably Square Enix is not going to greenlight a sequel, which fucking sucks. Unless maybe Marvel has a little bit more pull in that, and they just want one. Because I think a sequel would help Avengers a lot. To be able to just build upon it, polish it, make an actual fucking video game this time. They got a good story. They got good writers on their hands. They have a really good idea of making every single character play and feel different. That in a sequel, which is where you're supposed to build upon those ideas and make it better. I really do think that Avengers 2 would be good. Like, really good. Because Avengers 1 was almost there. It just, the game around it was falling apart. It was just falling the fuck apart. It was really hard to play because of it. Still not as bad as Anthem, because Anthem was just kind of bad all around. But yeah, but I played through Avengers. Andromeda broke worse than anything in Avengers, and I was just like, I'm not interested, I don't care. I loved Mass Effect. I defended Mass Effect 3. That's how bad Andromeda pissed me off. I defended Mass Effect 3, and I played through broken games to see how good they are, and I still didn't want to press on. So yeah. McPlant. I don't really have a good transition to that. So McDonald's is making some plant-based food now, calling it the McPlant, which that sounds like everybody works when they prepare the food. They go to the McPlant, the McFactory. I think they could have chosen a better name, but they've never really been clever, or they've lost their cleverness over the years. Will I try it? Probably. Will it be any good? Probably not. No, for some reason, Beyond Meat's stock went down, but I thought they would have went up unless McDonald's is making their own Beyond Meat, which is weird. I mean, we kind of already knew they weren't using real meat before. So fuck it. What's going to be much of a difference? I'm kind of excited to see if they're going to do some chicken stuff because for whatever reason, chicken seems to be really easy, specifically like chicken nuggets, stuff like that, seems to be pretty easy to replicate the taste and textures and stuff with plant-based foods. Beef is difficult, very difficult. The Burger King one got the texture and stuff down, but it's not a good burger. It doesn't taste good. It tastes kind of like a shitty burger, but it actually tastes like a shitty burger, so that's a step up from where we were at, which is this doesn't taste anything close to a burger. But I hate Burger King. I absolutely hate it. I'm a Texan, so I have a pretty high opinion of burgers. I hate Burger King. I don't like the Whopper. I bought a Whopper and the Impossible Whopper, put them side by side, ate one the other, and it made the Whopper look like this grade A, fucking amazing 4-star burger. And I was like, yeah, it's a terrible burger. And the Whopper's a bad burger, but this makes the Whopper taste amazing. Huh. That's interesting. And then I threw them away and went to Whataburger instead. Got me some real food. Because Whataburger is the shit. But even McDonald's is pretty good if you actually get their burgers. They don't advertise a lot of their real burgers. Like the McDouble is delicious. It's really good. Buy it. It used to be like $1.89. Now it's $2. It's bullshit, but whatever. I wanted to save that 10 cents. And they have a buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich, which is awesome. But did you know that you can get a double buttermilk crispy sandwich? I discovered this in the app because a lot of times I order through the fucking app on my phone. And it was like, would you like to add another patty? And I was like, I can do that? Sure. What's this going to look like? And it's just this big-ass chicken sandwich. And it's so good. It's so much chicken, so much protein. It's so delicious. Oh, man, I love it. It's so good. If they can make a plant-based one that's that good, I'll eat it. I'll eat it just to try. I have nothing against plant-based stuff. The only thing I have against it is when people talk about it being healthier, because it's not. It's absolutely not healthier. It's still like fried and grease and shit and oil. It doesn't make it healthier, man. In fact, in a lot of ways, it might be less healthy than the regular meat product. But if you don't eat meat or you can't eat meat because your body's fucked up, and I get that, my body's fucked up too, but it loves meat, so thank you, Jesus. I get it. Not against it. Just against bullshit and lies. That's it. But as long as you're eating it because you want to or you have to or whatever, that's great. Just don't fool yourself into thinking it's healthy. I eat Skittles because I love them and not because I think they're good for my heart. Because they're absolutely not, but they're delicious. And I will die tasting the rainbow if that's what happens. That's what has to happen, and that's the way God intended it. Oh, it's bitter. Why is this one so bitter? The other ones weren't like that. Oh, God. I don't know why I drink beer. I don't really care for beer. But it's good for my stomach and it helps me go to sleep. I drink one at night. Just kind of lulls me into sleep. Helps my stomach from getting all stopped up and shit. So I drink it. I usually drink cheap stuff, but I like Modelo. Specifically Modelo Negra. I love it a lot. But it's expensive, so I don't get it all that often. Especially now during the pandemic. It's real expensive. But that one was bitter. It's usually not bitter. It's usually kind of sweet. Got a little bit of a caramel flavor to it. That does not. God. Oh. I put hair on your chest. And I got plenty of that already. I don't need any more. I got one left from that 12-pack. Oh. I'll drink that tomorrow. But yeah, the McPlant. They couldn't come up with a better name. Granted, I don't know what I would call it. The McFake. Does it have to have Mick in the title? Like, I know they're the chicken McNuggets, but no one calls them that. Well, every now and then I hear someone call it a McNugget, but usually when you go to the drive-thru, you just, can I get some chicken nuggets? Like, no one double quarter pounder is not the McDouble quarter pounder. The double quarter McPounder or some whatever, where the hell they put it. It's just the double quarter pounder. And then the quarter... Oh, God, my bad. Oh, it's terrible. Jeez. It's just called a double quarter pounder. There's the McRib, though, which is coming back in December. I'm really excited. I don't know why I like it. I really don't. It's not great, but I'm absolutely addicted to it, and I love it. And they try to give them away. You go there, oh, can I get a McRib meal? And it's like, you know, it's cheaper if you get 4 of them. And I'm like, well, then I'll have 4. Leave there with 3,000 calories worth of McRibs. It's like, why did I get this? Why did they give this to me? Stop asking questions because I'm hungry. Now they got like a basket of fries, which costs the same as a large fry, but it comes with a shit ton more fries. So why get the large fry? Get the basket of fries. It's so much more. But it's the same price. Fuck the large fry. I hope they don't get rid of that, because I get those a lot. I need my basket of fries, man. I gotta stop eating fast food. But it's so cheap and convenient. And delicious. Oh, it's so delicious. Apparently my town's getting a Chick-fil-A, and I don't care, but I find it odd that this little town is getting a Chick-fil-A. Mainly because it's a little town. And we got a Whataburger and a McDonald's and a Taco Bell, but everybody's got fucking Taco Bell that I refuse to eat at. And we got Starbucks, so that's kind of weird, but it seems to be doing pretty good business. Oddly enough. I guess it's because that major highway runs through it, but I don't care about a Chick-fil-A at all. Yeah, I went there the other day in Bastrop. And I could smell them cooking it. And I was like, you want to go Chick-fil-A? Joe was like, sure. Drove to Chick-fil-A. I was like, I'll take some nuggets. I spent like $20 on 2 items. And then I ate it, and I was still hungry, and they didn't taste that good. I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't support Chick-fil-A, but I smelled it, and it smelled so good. I was like, screw it. I'll give them gay-hating bastards some money for some chicken nuggets. Little do they know. And then I was disappointed, and I guess they won this round. And then we went to McDonald's. Ate some real chicken nuggets. I don't know how they got so good chicken nuggets, but they nailed that down. And those tenders, those buttermilk crispy tenders are so fucking good. That's like real chicken. I ain't that fake chicken in the chicken nuggets. It's real chicken. And you can tell because it's delicious. And then, of course, there's Whataburger when I actually want to eat real food. Because Whataburger is the shit. And I hope it forever stays good. Please, God, don't let them ruin Whataburger. Don't let them Illinoisans ruin Whataburger. Please. They had to just sell to some company in Chicago. I don't know why. Ain't like they were losing money. I don't know. I eat shit out of a plant-based Whataburger. I eat shit out of whatever Whataburger gives me. I don't care. Whataburger is so damn good. I don't know why anyone eats at any other restaurant. The only reason I do is because I can get a lot more for cheaper at McDonald's, but it's kind of like shit food. But for like actual meals, like the real deal meals, you can get more at Whataburger for less money. And you get better drinks. You just do. It's delicious. Go to Whataburger. If you got one where you're at, go eat at it. Why are you not eating at it now? I see you. Go eat. Go eat there. Don't go anywhere else. Fuck Taco Bell. Stay away from there. Go eat some real food at Whataburger. It's delicious. This is not sponsored by Whataburger, but Lord, I wish it was. Wish I was sponsored by anybody. I mean, I kind of don't care, but Whataburger would be the shit. That and Dr. Pepper. You know how many gallons of Dr. Pepper I've drank over my entire life? Too many. Too many more to follow. Because I absolutely love Dr. Pepper. Oh my God. It's so good. I miss Dublin Dr. Pepper. I wish they hadn't gotten rid of it. I had to go kill Dublin for whatever reason. Because that was so good. And I don't know if I preferred it over Dr. Pepper, regular Dr. Pepper, but I liked it. When I craved it, it's like, that's what I want. And it had a very particular taste that I crave and can no longer get. They kind of have their fake one now. It's just the Dr. Pepper real sugar, but it's still in the Dublin bottle. Those bastards. But it's not Dublin Dr. Pepper. We all know. We all know the real truth. What else was I going to talk about? I went off on a bunch of tangents there, which is good. I actually have stuff to talk about this time. Unlike last time where I was kind of, finding it hard to talk. I was kind of thinking that was going to happen this time, but it seems like I got a lot to talk about. I mean, it's the 9th of November. The Xbox Series X and S are coming out tomorrow. Or at midnight tonight. Am I getting one? I mean, not tonight. I'll get one eventually whenever I got the money and they're available to me, but not tonight. Same with the PS5. I'll get one once I have the money and they're available to me. So I'm probably not going to have one for a while. But I'm definitely getting the Series X first because I have a lot of Xbox games. Backwards compatibility is really, 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 really important to me. I mean, they got it with PlayStation as well. But a lot of the stuff that I play a lot is on Xbox. The Series X seems to be the third-party machine. And backwards compatibility is a great deal, along with Game Pass, which is absolutely freaking amazing, and nobody has anything close to it. And now you can get freaking Disney Plus with it for a limited time, but now it's like starting like tomorrow, you can get, if you get Game Pass Ultimate, which is, by the way, just Game Pass Ultimate by itself, which is $15 a month, is Game Pass, which is $5 a month. Xbox Live, which is $10 a month. So you would think it's just those two together, right? Just put it in one subscription to make it easier. No, you also get Game Pass on the PC. And then you get Game Pass, you get EA Play now, starting tomorrow. So you get all of EA's bullshit. Now, I wasn't going to pay EA money for that, but if I'm getting it with Game Pass, fuck yeah. Now I can play some Madden. Make myself not so depressed with the Cowboys being awful. I lost my train of thought because I'm sad about the Cowboys now. But it's great. And now it's like, and Disney Plus. Want to watch The Mandalorian? Now you can if you own Game Pass. And it's like, why the fuck does anyone not have Game Pass? It's such a great deal. And I guess they're going to keep doing like weird add-ons like this for a limited time. But even just at its base model, it's worth it. Why wouldn't it be worth it? You get hundreds of games for free. I mean, not for free, you pay a subscription to it, but you don't got to pay $60 a pop. So even if the games that you choose aren't good, who gives a shit? Uninstall that motherfucker and download something else. It's right there, and they get new games every month, and now they got all the Bethesda shit, which is coming in waves. It's like, why the hell do people not have Game Pass? I had Game Pass when I didn't even have internet. I know, it was kind of a bad decision, but still. It was too good of a deal. There's nothing else like it that's that good of a deal in gaming. It is the best deal in gaming. And that right there makes the Series X the best console to pick up. And people are like, but it doesn't have any new games. First of all, the PS5 has one new game. That's Demon's Souls, which is a remake of an old game. And looks great, and I would love to play it. As far as I know, that's it. Bugsnax, I don't know if is actually a PS5 exclusive. Also think it's available on the PS4. Same with Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales is available on the PS4. Is it going to look as good and all that? No. But neither are these other cross-gen games. They're going to look better on the new hardware. They're still available cross-gen. So PlayStation 5 has, one game over the Series X's? Admittedly, no games. Okay, but I think they actually do have a game. They do! I forgot. The Series X actually does have a console exclusive. But next generation only console exclusive. Yakuza 7 is exclusive to the Series X for 4 months. And after 4 months, you'll be able to purchase it on the PS5. You can still get it on the PS4, and you can get a free upgrade to the PS5. But you can't upload your save. There's no cross-save between PS4 and PS5 versions. But there is on the Xbox version, so if you eventually upgrade to the Series S or Series X, you can take your save and Yakuza 7 over to the new console. That is some petty bullshit Microsoft pulled off, and I love it. Like, now, they didn't do anything about the cross-save stuff. That seems to be Sony's weird bullshit, and I don't know what's going on. But I had to keep talking about it because it's so fucking... Sony keeps being like, we got exclusives, what do you got? You ain't got shit. And it's like, oh, really, motherfucker? We're just going to steal one of your franchises. Throw money at Sega and be like, just 4 months, that's all we need. Just 4 months. Just long enough for people, if they buy it on PS4, to put in time. Put in enough time where it would be stupid to buy it on the PS5. Just outrageous. Because I can't... It would be the same as going from PlayStation 4 to Xbox Series X. You can't transfer your save between two different consoles like that. So, but if you go PS4, PS5, it's the same damn thing. So, or you go Xbox to Xbox, and it's fucking great. Everything's there, everything's saved. That's just... Sony keeps doubling down with the Call of Duty stuff. But that one's weird. That one is actually weird, and it kind of rubs me a wrong way. But I might say, are they evil or whatever doing it? No. Microsoft used the same shit, but I think it was like a month. I'm hearing about some stuff that's like not available for a year, which seems weird. Also, PSN still kind of sucks, and I say that as a long-time PSN user. I mean, not recently, but all my Call of Duty experiences from back in the day on Black Ops, that was on PSN because PSN was free. PSN's terrible. But I played the shit out of Black Ops and Black Ops 2. And another game. I forgot. I didn't play the Modern Warfares on the PlayStation for whatever reason. Played them on the Xbox, but I didn't have Xbox Live until towards the end of the 360 generation. But I played the shit out of Black Ops 2. I think World at War, but I may have had that for the 360. I'm not sure. No, I didn't play the World at War campaign. I mean, not campaign. Multiplayer. Except for zombies. I played a lot of zombies. I was all on PSN. PSN's terrible, though. It always has been. Now you're paying for it, it's not even better. Xbox Live is still the guys to beat. They have nailed it. They nailed it back on the original Xbox, and they just... It's continued perfection, and I don't know how they're so good at it. Because they should be good at a lot of other stuff that they're not. Like their store. Specifically the Microsoft store, not the Xbox store. The Xbox store is fine. The Microsoft store, like on PC, is awful. Why is it so bad? It shouldn't be that bad, but it is. But on Xbox, it's fine. I don't know. But then again, I guess that's two wildly different teams. But the Xbox Live crew is just great at what they do. They're just really good at what they do. And it's... I don't know why it's so hard for everyone else to figure it out. I mean, at least Sony's close. But Nintendo's not. At all. Anywhere close. Not even in the same country. Literally. But, like, not even... It's not even the building. It's like they're not even in the same country. They're separated by ocean. Like their online is just... It shouldn't work. It somehow does. Barely does. And it's terrible. I don't think Nintendo knows what the internet is. I'm almost positive. But it seems where they're going with Sony. Now, I understand that it's about money. But still, Xbox Live is Xbox fucking Live. And it's... I think that was a mistake. They're getting a lot of weird exclusive bullshit. And the reason that rubs me the wrong way is because it's a multi-platform game. The same thing with Spider-Man not being in the other versions of Avengers, but only in the PlayStation version. It seems weird. Like, exclusive DLC seems odd. I understand ports used to do that back in the day. Like, there's like, this has a mission that no one else has, or whatever. The Splinter Cell ports are fucking wild when it comes to shit only being in one version, not the others. Like the Xbox versus PS2 and GameCube versions. Wildly different. All three of those games. Oh, fuck. 4 of those games are wildly different from the Xbox version. And then Double Agent is even a completely different fucking game over on the 360. But it's I get that. Doesn't make it good, but that was like a lot of times technical limitations. But I don't like this. There's something about it being on third party and limiting it that doesn't seem right. And I didn't like it when Xbox did it because I was on PSN. I'm like, what the fuck can I get these zombie maps? God damn it. Wait for stupid fucking Xbox. Meanwhile, I'm staring at my 360. I could just get the game for the 360. But no, I had friends on PSN. We owned PS3s. It just seems weird that this is doing this. Uh-oh. It's my wife. No, I didn't. Yeah. Babies were eating over here earlier. She's so thick.
Be in the camera. No.
She's very thick. She's thick and a liar.
Shut up.
No, better quit. I'm gonna get banned. All right. Well, she's home a little bit earlier than I thought, so we can end the podcast here. I rambled on enough. I got my yawns there. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. So you can check out like this episode and all the other episodes anywhere you can listen to podcasts. You'll see the video version, which I've only been doing for the last few podcasts, like 3 or 4, over on the YouTube channel, where you can also check out all the lovely YouTube videos that Joe and I put up each and every weekday, as well as the archives of other streams that I do, which I've only played Warzone because Warzone is addictive as hell. But I recently just put up part 6 of Mafia Definitive Edition, where we blew some shit up. Like a whole city block. That was very unexpected, but it happened. Well, that's in the next video, because that's when I die. But, yeah, we blew it up a lot. But, yeah, we got that. A bunch of other videos that we're going to continue on the channel. Now that my computer is back from the dead. Stay alive. Well, yeah, it's not in the greatest shape. I mean, but it's alive.
Yeah.
It just looks like shit. But I got the cool graphics card on it, though. That allows me to do all my cool editing stuff. But other than that, we're going to, I guess, end this thing. So thanks you all.